Brace yourself, sports and music fans, because every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time is GO time. Introducing one of the hottest, most entertaining, and downright addictive podcasts you'll ever need. PD&J Was Good Today. Hosted by none other than J-Dub the King and Pocket. These two dynamic personalities will keep you on the edge of your seat with their unique blend of humor, storytelling, and knowledge of sports and entertainment. And you know what makes it even better? They're live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can join the conversation and be a part of the action. We're always on the lookout for awesome guests to join us on the show. So if you think you've got what it takes to hang out with J-Dub the King and Pocket, then slide into our inbox at J-Dub the King. That's JDUBBTHAKING. And let's make some magic together. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss a single episode.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
That shit. Oh, it looked black. It's see-through. Oh, you'll be live, man. What's good, folks? What's good? Brand new week, brand new Wednesday. So you already know what that means. It's a brand new episode of PD&J. What's good today? I'm your host, Jay. And it's hump day.
Pocket, that's who I is, that's who I be, that's what I'm going to say, that's what I'm going to is. We here. We live, y'all.
Are we live?
We live.
What are we?
Alive.
What's good, folks? What's good? How your week, man? Lots been going on.
We got new national champions. Shout out to Ohio State.
Bro.
We felt the same way. We both wanted kind of Notre Dame, but ultimately, you know, when you pay $20 million in endorsements to a team, you should win the national championship. Right? You should. So there ain't no denying that it was a great game. Not the first half.
No, it wasn't.
The end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. Oh, it was a game.
It wasn't a good game. It wasn't.
Shout out to Marcus Freeman, who got Notre Dame playing the best ball they've ever played. So glad he's staying and not going to Chicago because they would have ruined it.
I told you his best bet was to stay in college, bro.
But the whole thing is, I think the Bears. I mean, put it this way: Ben Johnson or Marcus Freeman. I'm sorry, I'll go Ben Johnson too.
Well, didn't the Bears say that they were trying to interview Tomlin, and Tomlin said, "In your wildest dreams"?
Well, no, the Steelers wouldn't even let him.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him, and Tomlin also said didn't want to leave. And Tomlin don't want to leave the Steelers.
Well, see, I understand what the Steelers are thinking. They saw what happened to Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a hell of a coach, and they knew that. The Eagles knew that in Philadelphia, but they felt like it was getting kind of stale.
Yeah.
They let him go to Kansas City. And how many titles have he won?
3. 2. Yeah, 3. 3.
He's won 3 titles with a generational talent. And the Eagles, that's what the Eagles are afraid of. So the Steelers are like, we're going to ride or die. We're going to get you these mediocre quarterbacks, and you just keep making the playoffs.
Oh, man.
And y'all Steelers fans, y'all hate me, but y'all know I'm right. You know I'm right.
Just because you're Baltimore,
that ain't got nothing to do with Baltimore.
All it has to they gonna get a good quarterback within the next 2 years. How? I guarantee you they will. How? They'll figure it out.
They're just good enough not to get a good one. I mean, that's really what it is. They need to really what they need to do. Now, I hope they do play. I understand they're going to trade Pickens.
They need to get rid of Najee.
No, the thing, Najee's a free agent. Remember, they didn't renew him. This was it. He didn't pick us for the option, so he's gone after this year. So that means all in one. But my thing is, what I do, I put Pickens, maybe put a second-round pick with him, and see if somebody will give you a higher.
I'm on the fence with Pickens. I like he got a value of trade right now, so I would explore that.
Go back and look at that Patriots game and say
what
you said again.
I would really
go back and look at the Ravens games and see what you said again.
That's what I'm saying. Like an asset He's not a good receiver for what they have right now.
He's not a
But he has the value of trade.
He's a number one
in their system.
And
Not
in any other system, he could be a one. In their system, I would.
Nah, I couldn't. Well,
I would package him with a couple picks, give me a quarter, go trade up.
Exactly. Get rid of Pickens.
But I think they're going. They have to
get rid of Pickens
and then fire the GM.
I would re-sign Russell, but I don't know if I would.
Did you see what they said they may re-sign him at? $100 million for Russell Wilson.
He did scam $85 million out of Denver.
Well, he didn't scam. If you go back and look at that last year, it's the fact that
wasn't the right system for him anyway. I didn't like when Sean Payton came in.
Bingo.
And everything like that. I did not like that system. And they did not make him look in the greatest light. However,
well, the whole thing is I think
agent made sure he had a guaranteed contract.
No, the thing is, I will say about this: Sean Payton's system.
He's a Piston.
I was trying to say his system, but Sean Payton's system is a complex system. But when you look at Drew Brees.
But Drew Brees was pretty much honed into that system.
Well, you got to remember,
he was damn near drafted.
No, he wasn't drafted.
I know he wasn't drafted, but I'm saying, like, in essence, that man was drafted to New Orleans to develop into that system of a quarterback. Russell Wilson was already a vet when you put him into that.
So let's go back and talk about Drew Brees for a minute. What you got to remember is he was drafted by the Chargers, had couple great years with the Chargers.
He only played a year and a half with the Chargers.
He played his rookie contract with the Chargers.
He didn't play
a rookie contract. And what ended up happening, he got a serious arm injury.
Yeah.
And they didn't think he would be able to cover. Well, they let him go or whatever happens. He ends up with the Saints with Sean Payton. Perfect marriage. Payton's like, I saw what you could do in that system, and your arm talent is good. I want to expose the aspects that you do great being a short quarterback. And there's a reason why I'm mentioning this. You'll understand why in a minute here. As a short quarterback, we have to give you lanes to pass. So what did he do? He got one of the best offensive lines he drafted ever in football. Put them in front of Drew Brees. They gave him the lanes he needed. They got receivers out the hoop.
They didn't have the best receivers.
But no, they had the ones that were effective with what Sean Payton was designing.
Exactly. And the thing about it is funny that you mentioned that because a lot of people are now saying that Sean Payton is the new age John Gruden.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like his expertise is great, but he cannot put a team together. Now, the thing about it is crazy. Like coaching wise, from an expertise level, would you put Bill Belichick over John Gruden?
No, I wouldn't.
Would you put Bill Belichick over Sean Payton?
Wait, I'm sorry. I heard
expertise.
I had the back.
No.
So yes, I'll put above Gruden.
So Bill Belichick's knowledge of the game.
Yep. Yeah, look at the tree game, bro.
I don't know about, especially with John Gruden. I would put Bill Belichick over Sean Payton. As far as knowledge and expertise of the game, John Gruden, his mind for the game.
So here's the thing.
He just can't put together the right fucking system to do it since time.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing.
And that wasn't me. And that's sad. That wasn't his team.
That was Dungy's team.
That was Dungy's team. You're absolutely
right.
Same thing with Steve Kerr. Everybody want to give Steve Kerr acolytes for the Warriors, right? Let's be real. The core of that team is not his team. The core of that team has always been Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson put together.
So Mark Jackson drafted Kevin Looney.
No, I'm talking about Klay Thompson, especially Steph Curry and Draymond Green. Steve Kerr came in.
Draymond Green didn't come until after Kerr got there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I could be wrong. But I definitely know about Klay Thompson and Steph Curry.
The person you're thinking about is Bogut.
Bogut. Okay.
That's who you're thinking about is Bogut. Bogut was there. Bogut was a rookie. Now,
And Bogut was.
Here's the thing.
He was developing. He was in his own potential.
Wait. Let me challenge you. So you want to say that that's the team Mark Jackson built, right? But when Mark Jackson was there, what was going on with Steph Curry?
He wasn't coaching at that time, was he?
Yes, he was. Mark Jackson coached Steph's rookie year in his second.
No, you talking about Steph? I thought you said Steve Kerr. I'm sorry. You talking about Steph Curry, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole thing about that, I'm gonna answer that. So with the first 2 years with Steph Curry, with Golden State, I really
do you not remember?
Want to, but in my heart, I want to say it was more so upper management that would not let Mark Jackson develop Steph Curry the way that he should have.
Here's the problem. Mark Jackson kept putting Steph Curry in places that he would get hurt. He was hurt so much his first couple of years, Mark Jackson was going to relegate him to the bench, even though he could shoot. His guy, he wanted to point the team around, which was no problem though at the time, was Clay. Because he knew the tree Clay came off, Michael Thompson. Who finally, by the way, got his jersey up there. Him and Coop got their jerseys up in the rafters. But at the same time, that's what you got to realize. So people talking about, it was Mark Jackson's team. Technically, no. Yeah, he was there when they got drafted, but that wasn't his team. He didn't know how to use those players. So you bring somebody in like Steve Kerr, and what was he? He was one of the greatest shooters of all time. But nobody really gives him that credit, which I have no understanding why. Why? Because he was not, shooting average 25 points.
You know what? There is Steve Kerr, Tony Kukoc, and John Paxson. Some of the greatest goddamn shooters that ever shot in the game in the 90s era.
I got one.
No, I specifically named those three.
No, but you didn't forget one.
Who?
Damn, I gotta look up his name.
See, there you go. There you go.
I had
those three specifically, and the reason why I said they all played for the Chicago Bulls, and they contributed. They were clutch, and they helped win championships, but they're underrated. They won't get the credit that they deserve for what they did.
Craig Hodges, I couldn't think of his freaking name.
Hodges was
deadly.
He wasn't clutch like Ori. He was not.
He didn't play for anybody but Chicago because Michael would let them. Michael did not want him to go anywhere because go back and look how many times Craig Hodges won a 3-point shooting contest. My mind was blown.
He only won 2.
3 in a row.
That I got a challenge. I will look at it.
And it wasn't just, his numbers were up there. He was one of the top. He's one of the top 5 six men, I'll say.
He's a great 6 man. Yes, great 6 man. But you know who was a better 6 man than him? I hate to admit it. Nick Van Exel.
Nick Van Exel didn't come off the bench, dude. He was a starter.
Who's the one?
I knew
Michael Finley. I'm sorry.
Finley was a starter too.
No, not at the beginning of the season, and he won 6 man of the year.
He won 6 man of the year. I think it's second year. Then after that, he was a starter for the rest of the
Correct. Season. But that man was a great 6 man.
Only for a season. So you can't sit there and say.
So who would you say was a great 6 man throughout their career?
Let's see. Okay, you got Kukoc. You got oh my God, he's on the tip of my tongue. He just retired. Crawford.
From the Clippers?
Oh, yeah. He might be the greatest 6 man all time. Look at him. 6 man.
I don't know about all time, but keep going.
How would he not be? How many 6 man awards did he win?
Okay. I'm going to end this debate right now. Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford. And Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou's the other one too.
Lou Williams, I would give him that.
But Jamal Crawford.
He won 3 6 man awards, Atlanta Hawks and the Clippers.
You think he won 1 with the Hawks and what, 2 with Clippers? The two was
two of the Clippers.
Oh! I tell you who else nobody gives props to. Hattie Havlicek. I bet he's on that list. And I think maybe Bill Walton
is on the list. Okay,
yeah, Bill Walton.
But you know what? Who also was a good six man? Manu Ginobili.
Ginobili is challenged for one of the greatest of all time.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but here's the thing.
And I hated the Spurs when it was when it was Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, Robinson.
Elliott.
Who was the dude that fucked Steve Nash up during the Western Conference Finals that year? I hated his ass.
Oh,
he pushed
Bowen.
Oh, Bowen. Bruce Bowen. You motherfucker.
Mr. Bowtie.
Man, the Spurs, I ain't gonna lie. The Spurs in that generation, that decade of basketball there, you gotta give them part of the greatest team of all of that decade, maybe of all time.
So here's funny. So
and I don't.
I want to see what you say about this because I had an argument at work about this about the Spurs. Who was supposed to be the greatest player in the NBA at that time?
During the Spurs?
Mm-hmm.
Kobe and Shaq.
Wasn't Kobe and Shaq. Remember this? I said the greatest player in the NBA at that time. And the Spurs were around for it.
LeBron was supposed to.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
LeBron. Yeah.
Now.
Because that's when Carmelo was challenging.
Now here's a good one. So, you guys that say LeBron is the GOAT, this is what I want you to. I want somebody to answer this. Now, when Jordan was on top, who was the greatest? Who was the greatest team?
Chicago.
Who did Jordan play for?
Chicago.
So why is there a debate? Who's the GOAT?
Thank you. I mean, and let's take it a step further. Michael took out motherfucking Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons. He took out Larry Bird and Celtics. He put an end to the goddamn Showtime dynasty.
Okay. I thought you didn't say Ewing and the Knicks.
Oh, and the Knicks. Oh, that was one of the goddamn
Cavaliers. The
Cavaliers. No, I put the Pacers over the Cavaliers. That rivalry. Well, the Knicks and Pacers rivalry in the 90s was the greatest rivalry of all fucking time.
The Malice.
Oh,
at the Palace. I think that the Pistons rivalry may rival that Pacers.
That was only one event. I'm talking about overall history.
But if you look at the history between the Pacers and the Pistons, overrides the Pacers and Knicks because they're so closely together.
Well, that just lets you know nobody likes the Pacers.
So there needs to be an investigation. Not an investigation. Not even an investigation.
Oh, did you see the video I sent you in regards to the ref? Talking about with Allen Iverson. Oh, yeah. We took bets out on him in the refs. Yeah, we made sure that he didn't do this, and we called foul. Man, okay. But the NBA is not under an investigation right now.
No, an investigation.
Okay.
Not in an investigation.
Okay.
That's what needs to happen. And the NFL with the Chiefs. But I'm just leave that. I'm not going to go there. Fuck it. So there was an article came out. I didn't get to send it to you yet. You probably saw it.
How Patrick Mahomes beat the goddamn Chiefs.
Wait.
I'm sorry, Patrick. Don't fuck my goddamn parlay up.
No, the Patrick Mahomes came out and said, "I don't see any favoritism to my team from the referees, nigga. You got pushed out of bounds and did the best LeBron impression I ever seen in my goddamn life. My man got basically barely touched, not even touched. They said they even showed it, not even touched, and you went flying in the flag.
They didn't throw the flag on that one. The second one they did.
That's what I was getting to. Then that was the preemptive for the next play. The next play was when Will Anderson hit him, didn't even follow through.
It wasn't even below the legs, and y'all motherfuckers call
the flag was in the flag was in his hand. You go back, the flag was in the referee's hand, so he was throwing it. He knew he was going to throw it. He didn't know what he was going to throw it on, but he was throwing it.
Roughing the passer. What the fuck?
On an incomplete pass.
Y'all gave the Chiefs that game. And the only reason why I'm saying this is at the beginning of the season, I went on record and I said I would like to see the Chiefs win the third
It's your fault.
in a row. I said that. I did say that. However,
It's your fault.
the way that the Chiefs has been playing this year,
It's your fault.
no.
It's your fault.
The Bills beat them. I called back.
It's your fault.
Everything is my fucking fault.
It's your fault. The fact the referees threw the game for the Chiefs.
Okay. I didn't win no money on it, so fuck.
That's your fault. You set yourself up for that win. I know we're going, but that's your fault too, actually. So, want to keep going?
No, I want some goddamn tacos. That's what.
It's your fault Wednesday. How about that?
Oh hell no! I mean, I'll douches. Because apparently it's been like that all goddamn shit.
But you know what, y'all? It's been some really good sports going on. Like we had the college football championship. Now we're talking about expanding.
I'm waiting for Riyadh season to start. I got two.
It's 1 month from now.
I got 2 more weeks before the prelims start. There's a prelim flight in 2 weeks because what they're doing for the cruiserweight. Remember, they're trying to set up the tournament for the cruiserweight and the heavyweight. There's one more spot because dude got injured.
How you digging it?
He got injured. They got a tournament in 2 weeks for that cruiserweight spot. I want to see it because Nico,
He's like heavyweight. He's not even cruiserweight.
Oh, no, I think
He's like heavyweight.
He can step
And
up.
he,
You don't think so?
he's not impressed me.
I like it.
I
He's
will-
developing though.
My whole thing is
He's still developing.
he's the one that
Yeah.
can shut up Jake Paul. Jake Paul offered him $10 million. He should have taken the money to shut him up and send him away. But no, did he know? He let Grandpa Mike, not Uncle Mike, Grandpa, great grandpa, with his ass out on TV, go out there and get embarrassed.
I shut Jake Paul up. I would do that.
And
I fucked Jake Paul up.
And undisputed.
And undisputed. Yeah, absolutely. God damn it.
But yeah, if you don't understand, it's the new boxing game called Undisputed. Check it out no matter what platform you're on.
I'm mad that they don't have Deontay Wilder in heavyweight. I would.
Yeah, they do.
Not on mine. I just created a heavyweight.
Are you sure?
I just created.
Remember I showed you on mine.
And yeah, I know.
It should be.
I think there's an add-on I gotta buy.
Not for him. He should be already in there.
Nope, because Tyson Fury's on the motherfucking heavyweight. Usyk's on that goddamn heavyweight.
Usyk was a no, he's there. Who else do you have? Joseph Park? Is he there?
What they have right now, who they have as undisputed in my career mode is Joe Frazier. And then second to that is Muhammad Ali 64.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight that.
And then on top of that, Deontay Wilder is nowhere in the rankings.
Oh, he's in the game though, but he's probably not in the race. He might have retired. You got to go back.
He might not be in the career mode. He might be on the rankings.
He's definitely in the career mode. Even the one I'm doing, he's there with Usyk. What's funny, like you like knock people out. I'm like beating them up to the point where, like I've been hurting with body shots.
No, my shit is I got more TKOs than anything. That's the fucked up
cuts
part.
and
Yeah,
swelling. And
yeah. I got more guys.
That's why I like even Usyk.
Even when I started in middleweight, man, I was fucking motherfuckers up. I was jab, hook, jab, uppercut, body blow, hook. These motherfuckers went. Yeah, bro, undisputed is shit.
It's a lot of fun. It's like a lot of fun.
It is.
Like I remember I was playing it before and I got away from it. Then they had the add-on where they fixed the overhooking. What that means, like everybody was using Deontay Wilder and just throwing bomb squad right hands all the time, and no matter if you were blocking, you get knocked out. They fixed that. I've been playing it ever since, and I'm loving it.
Oh,
I'm doing like six, seven combinations.
See, I'm not even doing combos, bro. I'm just fucking motherfuckers up. And the thing about it, I would knock a motherfucker down, and then they turn around and want to block. What the fuck you blocking for? I'm gonna beat through this motherfucker.
Yeah, and that's what like too with the blocking energy, it goes down.
I love it.
And then once it goes down, they can't block nothing.
You gotta take this motherfucker. Eat the whole burrito, bro. You're gonna eat this whole goddamn enchilada. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Go give me enchilada.
Hey, Lizzie.
Wait a minute.
Pause.
You had your Diddy moment for the day.
Bro, I'm just saying. Bro.
I was on train of thought. I was like, what the heck?
Hey,
You just say?
I just got done finishing the Call of Duty campaign too, bro. Like motherfuckers been pissing me off. So since I can't, I choose not to do shit in real life. Let me caveat that. I choose not to do shit in real life. So I take this shit out on
Call of Duty and Undisputed. Yeah, I get you. Because people work making me mad. Like, you know what? I love my job. I got to keep it.
Hey, look, my wife was looking at how I was beating the shit out of motherfuckers. So I'm gonna leave it alone for a minute. She like, there's one outside.
Look, pick up the controller, man. Pick it up.
And I said, pick it up. I already told her, I said, there's one road outside because we need to fucking loan.
Let me say, look, pick up the controller, anime. Pick it up. We're gonna do this.
Yep,
we're gonna do this.
Shit.
Well, I tell you what, when I play Lego games with my wife, because she like shoot me in the back of the head. I don't know if I need to sleep one eye open or not, but we play the Lego games, and she's sitting there. We're supposed to be. She will take care of that side. I take care of this side. All of a sudden, I'm like, "What are you doing?"
If she shooting you in the back of the head with Legos, I wouldn't worry about a gun in the house. I would worry about having a goddamn nail gun. If you got a nail gun, that's like Lego said. Let's stack.
Ding, 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 ding. I was like, what the hell? I can't move. I can't move.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. We got half an hour left. Let's go ahead and dump it out.
So, I mean, anybody got any more sports talk?
No.
Pop it in. We ain't going to get into it today, but we will get to it.
So, inauguration was...
Inauguration?
I didn't watch it.
I never watched it.
But within the first, 48 hours, this man...
He done made some changes. Like, fuck. You know what? You can't say 40. You got to go back 72. A lot of stuff that he said that needed to happen started happening before he even freaking was... Well, okay, actually, let me take that back. The inauguration happens 24 hours in private before we even see it in public. The whole public thing is just so we can see the whole facade. It's just a ceremony for everybody to see. So it happens 24 hours before. So on Sunday, there was stuff that was going on that we were knowing about.
He dropped the blood.
And then
all presidents do that.
And now going forward,
he dropped the blood and now he is doing shit. And here's the fucked up part about it. He's big on immigration and the federal government, right? Those are the two things that he's big on, right? Not knowing that 60% of the motherfuckers, 60 to 80% of the motherfuckers that voted for him were immigrants
at some point in time.
At some point in time.
But
or federal employees.
Well,
let me finish up. So within that time, 48 hours of the inauguration.
You can't use my word. Use your own.
This motherfucker done goddamn started extraditing people, sending thousands of troops to the Mexican border, shutting down borders, and laying off federal workers. Thousands of federal workers at that. And on top of that, wanted to get right. He signed an executive order to get rid of birthright citizenship. And as of now, there's 21 states, including Arizona, that's challenging that and threatening to sue the federal government. The DOJ today comes and says, oh, we will prosecute any state or local official that challenges birthright citizenship laws that Donald Trump put in place. Wow. So this is where we're at now. This country was founded on immigration. No. Now, I get that immigration as far as the illegal immigrants and justifying it. I get all that. You know what I mean? There should be better ways to get into this country legally. I get that. But the 14th Amendment of this Constitution that gives rights to birthright, like, think about it. It's not even just the Mexicans or whatever. Birthright citizenship, right? That's a lot of motherfuckers that you got to get out of this goddamn country. A lot. Millions. They help with this economy. We're not talking about the illegals. We're not talking about the ones that cause strife. We're talking about the ones that actually do what they do and pay their taxes. You understand what I'm saying? Like the shock of what you would do to this economy. I'm against that. That's just me.
You're against people coming here legally and getting?
No, I'm not against that. What I am against is the birthright citizenship that he's trying to exonerate.
The birthright citizenship he's talking about has nothing to do with how you're trying to explain it. The birthright citizenship he's talking about is the ones that want to give birth here when they were pregnant in other countries as illegal.
He wants to go back to 1996. Any motherfucking that was born here from 1996.
Right. That was born here. It doesn't mean you were made here. That's what y'all keep trying to do.
That goes against the 14th Amendment.
The 14th Amendment wasn't made for people that were not conceived here.
There was a loophole. Just like Donald Trump found loopholes.
Okay, so
certain people found loopholes. So because he wants to close the loophole, you have a problem. He wants to close a loophole that's going to benefit himself.
How's it going to benefit?
Because at the end of the day, what it comes down to, let's even go back to what let's even go back to the Biden administration with all the
stop. No, don't talk about his Biden. Biden. You said that he's trying to eliminate himself. So how is he eliminating himself?
Because at the end of the day, what it comes down to, he is literally doing what he threatened about. This is what a lot of people was fearful about. Him, I want to use the word monopolize, but for this example, let's just use the word monopolize, right? He wants to monopolize the government for his better use. He wants to get rid of state government and make everything better. Meaning, prime example, abortion, right?
Abortion, he put back on the states.
And then he also threatened that if he got back into office, he would eliminate abortion because it's wrong. Based off his words, he said abortion is wrong. It shouldn't. That was his
word. Actually, his actual words were, if you want to look it up, abortion should never have been in the federal courts and Supreme Court system. However, I'm putting it back on the states, and if they want to challenge it and bring it back to federal courts, I will end it again. That's his exact words. Say nothing about ending it again, states.
Ending it again, how?
Meaning he's not going to let it get back to Supreme Court. It should never have been in the federal government. He's right about that. That should have been.
Here's the thing, and this is something that I do agree with partially. I don't think when it comes to abortion, and I've been on record when I say this, no government, state, federal, or man should tell a woman what she should do with her body, especially if there's life-threatening measures involved. Period.
My biggest problem is this life-threatening thing that some women, so you say no man should be able to do this. My thing is, I take it one step further. No woman that's never bared a child should be able to talk about another woman that has bared a child. That's just my thing.
Okay, say that slow.
No woman that has never bared a child should not be able to speak on a woman that bears children.
Correct.
So it's not just men, and that's my biggest problem. People, well, You can't have children. What about the women that can't have children? So you're talking about they can make a choice? How is that even fair for you that can have children? That doesn't make any sense to me.
So
if you cannot,
person.
No, that's right. That's what I'm saying. That's so when it comes down to that law, now coming back to the fact that if two people lay down a child,
it should be a conversation, right? There should be a conversation.
But ultimately,
it's up to the woman.
Yeah, ultimately, it is up to the woman. However, don't get mad if the man decided against it.
A lot of men would be decided against it.
But what I'm saying, but my whole thing is, don't get mad when the man decides against it. It's like, I wanted this.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to help me do the abortion? I didn't want the abortion. I want the child. Well, you need to help me do what I'm doing.
So going into that,
that's a rough conversation.
That is a rough conversation, right? But apparently, there's a new tax law that I've been seeing. I've been looking up into it. I haven't seen any facts on this yet, except in the state of California. But apparently, for men that pay child support can now claim that child on their taxes.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
That's the accountability thing.
That I definitely agree with you, because I'm on both sides of the fence. I take care of a child that's not mine, right? Primarily, right?
Not
the father does pay child support.
You don't help concede it, but that is your child.
Correct. Right.
And the father pays child support, but has nothing to do with the child's life.
Correct.
Now,
but I also have children of my own that I do take care of. Right. I do provide. I help. I do what I need to do. Right. So I understand both sides.
Now, here's the thing. It's actually three sides to this. It's three sides. I'm explain how. You gave two scenarios, right? There's a third scenario. The father that wants to be in his child's life, actually four sides, you think about, wants to be in the child's life, and the mother does not let him, but takes the child support money.
So what do you do about court order split plus custody?
That is so uncommon. It's got to be common.
But it happens more now. That's probably why that law is in existence now. It's so much common now.
Now, here's my thing. Okay, so let's and do it. This is what I'm going to talk about as far as with that law.
Okay. If it, again, this is under speculation. We have no facts.
I've seen it somewhere too, and I
haven't seen it in law journal.
Yeah. I've seen actions happening behind it, but again, like you said, there is no actual law that we've seen written and things like that. So it may be something that's being put, that's on the table. Maybe something totally on the table. But here's my thing behind it. Why is it when it comes to child support, no one has to prove that the money's being spent on the child?
I'll give you one deeper. Why isn't child support not taxable?
Because technically it already being taxed.
Well, you're taxing everything else. No, if you're going to sit back and tell me I can claim,
because you got to remember, if you look at a paycheck, it's going to show that it's actually already taxed before it even goes over to the what's it, the custodial?
It's garnished. It's not taxed.
No,
garnishment is in
the No, some people actually have signed it where it comes out of their check, so it's not a garnishment. It's coming out taxed. It's coming out taxed. So therefore, because it's not going to go after it's taxed, and it goes to them. So why, like you said, why is it not taxed to the person that's receiving it? They can file taxes on it as income, but it's not
that part. So that part I do understand, but that part, as primary custodial parent.
But let me go back. Let me like what I was trying to get to. Let me get what I was getting to. My thing is, so if you're receiving child support, you go to file taxes, you should have to have receipts to show that that has been used for the child, or some sort of way to prove that it's being used for the child, i.e. receipts for clothes you bought for school, receipts for anything, haircuts, getting the hair done, any of that stuff. So that should have to food, all that should be proved that was for the child. Because what ends up happening, and this has happened way too many times, and I'm not talking about male or female, that's what we didn't get into, because it doesn't matter, because both parties have responsibilities to.
Oh, and speaking of that, before you even go to that, I saw a video, and I hope to God this was a skit. I really do. But Daughter. Dad died. Dad didn't pay child support. Dad didn't give mom money or whatever case may be, but had a life insurance policy for the daughter. The mother took the daughter's birth certificate and all her information and filed the claim, got the check, and took
That's
the
fraud.
But the mother says, hey,
That's fraud. Sorry.
this is what was owed to me because your daddy didn't do shit
That's
for
fraud.
you. Okay.
That's fraud. Because you know what you just said of that? The mother took the daughter's information. Fraud right there. You're saying that you're her. That's automatically fraud. Do not collect $200 or life insurance. Go to jail. I'll see you later. Why are you taking money from the child? Why? That reminds me of oh my gosh, Benzino going to his daughter. What the hell's her name? I can see her, but I can't think of it. Coyle Ray saying you owe me so and so much money to help your dad out because he's falling on a hard time. Are you serious? You going to your daughter asking for money, begging for money, then come back to it's just a joke. Man, that was not a joke. Come on, we know it wasn't. We can see the hurt in your eyes. You're making more money than me.
What you mean by certificate for you? So you took my birth certificate? Did he ever pay child support? What you mean birth certificate? He don't have nothing to do with me. He left me like too. He never took care of you, so that was his claim for me. That was his claim. He's never gave me child support to take care of you. What you mean? It's in my name. You took my certificate and claim insurance money. With your away, then you give me a single day. Now one.
So
That's wild, man. So how long you think it's gonna be?
25 years, that bitch got life. Like, I'm sorry, you just don't do no shit like that. Because at the end of the day, that's father that sells me. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about you.
But on that,
I care about my daughter.
He knew
Make
her.
sure my daughter is taken
He
care of.
knew her very well and said, I ain't giving you child support, but I tell you what I will do. I will set my daughter up for a whole adult life where she's going to have this money because I do not trust you.
And what the mama do? Go buy a new bed that she needs.
And probably, who knows what else she bought. Probably got her hair did, nails did, everything did.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I saw that shit. I'm like, ain't that some shit, bro? Ain't that some motherfucking shit? How you gonna take your daughter's inheritance? That ain't got shit to do with you. That ain't got a motherfucker.
Just because he didn't pay you child support, you want to hold it.
Talking about that's my get back.
How is that your get back? Like what? There is no get back.
The nigga dead.
You better get on. That's what you better do. You feel a certain type of way because he moved on without you. That's what the problem is. And you felt that, yeah, well, you gonna give me something. You gave me this child, you gonna give me something else. You gonna leave.
Not doing it.
And I bet she gave her daughter a hard time growing up for whatever reason. I bet you she was one of the ones that neglected her child growing up for whatever reason because she regretted not being with the dad. Yeah, folks, this is 2025. I ain't even gonna say keep hope alive because right now it's about just the reckoning. That's 2025 is a reckoning. I like WWE. I like that. Just need to have a WWE promo. The reckoning.
Well, here's the thing.
With the Undertaker music.
Here's the thing. When you talk about the reckoning, I'm gonna say this, right? God would make enemies your footstool.
Oh, he does it all the time.
To the point where you ain't even got to fight the battle. The war is already won.
It's funny you say that. You know what? I'm like you said, and I'm gonna expand on that if you don't mind. You mind? You mind if I expand on it?
Good.
See, no matter what your faith is, right? People
will challenge you.
Thank you. People will definitely challenge you. And the bad thing about it is, some of us are so stubborn. We don't let it happen because we want things to happen. We want to do it our way right now. And the whole time, God is trying to say, hold your peace. And when I say God, I'm talking about whatever you may call him in your faith. Hold your peace. I'm taking this on for you. You've taken it as far as you can, and that's what I wanted to see. If you believed in me, you've shown me you believed in me. Now let me take it. The rest of the let me do what I do, and you just go ahead and relax. But some of us, we can't wait for that to happen because you know why? Because we're in the right now era. We got to have everything right now. Everything's got to be done right now. I need it to happen right now. But in the meantime, you've been praying and doing whatever it is you need to do the right way, but you still want things done right now. Because you know what it always says? He may not come when you want him, but he comes on time. What is that time? It's not your time. It's the time that he needs to step in, not necessarily on your schedule. And sometimes when you overstep him, you know what he does? Hey, you know what? Go ahead. I tried to tell you to leave it alone. I got this, but you want to keep overstepping me? I guess you want to be in my shoes. Well, guess what? Here's some mud. Here's some cement. Now, do you want me to take it? Do you want me to push forward now? Or you want to try and do this on your own? Continue trying doing this on your own. You know what, God? It still ain't working. Like I thought you was gonna do this for me. I that. And the whole time, see, here's what people want to say. God will say, be quiet, I got this. Sometimes I do believe he said, shut the hell up and sit down and go in the corner. Have you not seen how difficult it's gotten every time you try to fight me on this? And I told you I got this. It's been acknowledged. I've given you the sign you asked for, but you don't want to acknowledge that sign. Okay, how about this? Shut up, sit down. What does that mean? Oh man, I don't feel so good. I feel sick. I got sick out of nowhere. Why is that? Because God's telling you to slow the hell down. Sit down. Shut up. I got this. But you know what happens? Now, there's the other flip of that coin. Those of us that said, I've gone as far as I can. Lord, please. I've been begging and crying and pleading to you to take this on, take this from me. I've done as much as I can. Okay.
You can do more.
Do more. God, you know what? I guess you are telling me I need to do more. It's getting harder. Mm-hmm. You ain't gotten as far as I need you to go yet.
Do more.
I don't know where else to go.
I got you.
Then all of a sudden, guess what? The sun shined through the clouds. The parable I liked that I saw a preacher say one time. I was driving. I think it was actually at your mother's funeral. He said he was driving in the storm, right? Mm-hmm. Driving in the storm and couldn't see out of it. Pulled to the side of the road. I'm sorry, he didn't pull to the side of the road. He kept seeing people pull off the road.
And he kept driving.
Couldn't see nothing, but had his faith. But kept seeing people pull to the side of the road.
Everybody pulled over, and then the snow flurry came. Yep.
Snow flurry came. Storm. It was complete darkness. Still didn't pull over. Still going. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
stop.
Sunshine. It didn't look like it had any weather. He turned around and looked.
Free road.
The storm had already passed over.
And it was free road from there.
Free road. He could see everything.
Jonah.
Come on, y'all. The reckoning, we kept hearing for years, the reckoning is coming. Not the end of the world. No, I'm talking about the reckoning where things needed to change. God said it needed to change, and he waited.
There's a new spiritual alignment that's happening, not just spiritually, but in life. There's new alignments that's happening.
You know what?
There's new bonds that's happening. There are generational curses that are being broken.
Finally.
There are ties that's being mended. There are ties that there is information that is being exposed. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, no matter who the messenger is, don't kill the messenger.
But you can know what? You can try to kill the messenger. You can try.
No,
But the messenger ain't going nowhere.
the message is still the same.
It come from somebody else.
Because the whole thing about it, that first messenger that you say, oh, I don't hear what you got to say. I'm not going to believe in what you got. Oh, confirmation comes in threes.
And actually, you know what's funny? Sometimes he don't even live to come a third time. You know what the last confirmation is? Usually it's something that's put out, that period at the end of the sentence. Sometimes he'll have the same thing said twice, and the third time God said, you know what, I'm not telling you again. That's it.
And at the end of the day, when you get that message through somebody else and you choose not to receive it,
That's on you. That's on you. That's on you, my friend, my brother, my sister, my mother, my father. Well, they both dead. So I guess my uncles, I got a couple of them left. Yeah, I do. Cousins, whoever. That's on you.
aunties,
Yeah, aunties. It's on y'all. Y'all don't want to receive the message that he's giving you. And I'm not talking about he as in me. I'm talking about he as in him.
and then you get confirmation that the person that was giving the information was correct the whole goddamn time.
Woo-wee.
But you didn't like the person that was giving you the information.
You didn't trust that person. You didn't want to believe that the person was telling you the same thing. But then when it comes from an outside source that don't even know that person,
oh, now I wash my hands of thee.
But
you shouldn't have had your hands in to begin with.
yeah. But then most importantly, you don't apologize. Why did I say that 3 times? That's the most important thing. That's the one thing we have to realize. These generations.
And those that know me know I'm not perfect.
Nobody. There's nobody walking.
I got my fucked up points. But when I know and I recognize that I'm wrong or I did something that I'm wrong, do I not apologize? Right? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, because some of you are listening and not watching. So yes, I shook my head. Yes, he does. But that's the problem going forward. Our children, our children's children, us, the grandparents that raised the parents that raised us, the grandparents, do not understand the power of an apology. There's so much power in that apology. You have no fucking idea. That's right. For the first time in a long time, I came out my skin, so to speak. The power of an apology can mend broken fences. The power of an apology can fix a broken bridge. The power of an apology. There's so much power in just an apology. But too many people
Prideful.
they're stupid. They're stubborn. It ain't being prideful. It's being stubborn.
It's being spiteful.
It's being stubborn. Why? Because you don't want to admit it because you think it's going to come back on you. Because that's what you would do. Get out your skin.
I don't want to admit I'm wrong. I can admit that I'm wrong.
Because you think they're going to bring it back on you. Do you know how many times somebody's apologized and it's been let go?
Here's the thing about it. I've been wrong and fucked up so many times in my life. I can never go back on somebody and hold something against them. I'm not that person. And I'm damn sure not the person that I'm going to do something to get something in return.
Or to get my get back. To get the get back. Not everybody's about get back. A lot of people just want that acknowledgement.
I'm doing it because it's right.
And
it's the right fucking thing to do.
Most important, you do it not because it's right. It's because you don't want that guilt.
That part too.
How many people go to bed at night and can't fall asleep because of the guilt on their heart?
And you know what? I don't lie to you, bro. Past couple of weeks, I've been having some of the best sleep of my life. I made some goddamn barbecue chicken and some beef bratwurst last night with some, made a whole meal. I swear to God, within 20 minutes after I ate, no, you ain't got no plate. I swear to God, after 20 minutes
I don't wanna hear about
after I ate, I fell fucking asleep for the whole guy. I haven't had that shit since my mom passed, bro.
Hey Tiffany, make sure you add some X-Lax to his stuff. I'm just saying though.
Oh, bro, I'm just saying, like, but it goes to what you're saying. When you write in your heart and you got peace, you can sleep.
You'd be surprised. And then it was funny. And then people that ain't right in the mind, and then God. Oh, actually, y'all. Wait, let me go back. Something I said before.
I can't deal with shit because of all the shenanigans. Well,
what shenanigans?
if you ain't got shit to do with it,
It ain't no shenanigans, right?
that part. And if you ain't got shit to do with it,
There is no shenanigans.
okay. I'm just saying.
See what people
what's
you
that,
read what you saw
what's that commercial? How do you sleep at night?
comfortably. See what people don't realize.
I don't give a fuck.
If you're going to be biblical, and a lot of us are, now when I say biblical, I'm not just talking about being Christian. I'm talking about being biblical as a whole, whatever it be, the Quran or whatever, the Buddhist Bible, whatever Bible it may be.
As long as you write in your heart, fuck what everybody else say. I'm just paraphrasing. He want to go the long way when we ain't got time for that. As long as you write with yourself and in your heart.
Actually, take what, not just yourself, but as long as you write with God.
That too.
Write with yourself. And right in your heart.
And you know you're not doing nothing maliciously or ill intent.
Yep.
Or ill, you know what I mean? Yeah, fuck what anybody else got to say.
My wife will tell you, because she gets so indecisive with things sometimes. I say to her, if they can't appreciate the fact that you're thinking about how they feel or what's doing for them, it ain't your job to interpret how they take things. Because if that's the case, ain't nothing in life getting done if you want to sit there and wait for people to interpret things.
So I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna take it a little personal, and we gonna end it with this. I'm a selfish motherfucker. That's what I've been told. I'm selfish. My behavior as of late has not been up to par. All I've been doing is thinking about myself, and I'm selfish. Okay.
Well, obviously, because I didn't eat beef bratwurst, goddamn barbecue chicken, so I'm gonna go along with those lines. So yes, keep going.
I'll continue to be that selfish motherfucker because I'm still that selfish motherfucker that looks out for my family before I look out for myself. Maybe not on food wise when they look, the motherfucking kids fuck that goddamn food up.
Well, you ain't getting any bang on shrimp.
Look, I'm paying for it.
You know what you said? You pay for it. You ain't getting no goddamn bang shrimp.
No, but real shit though. On some real shit, I'm gonna say this for the record. I'll continue to be that selfish motherfucker because I'm the type of selfish motherfucker that looks out for everybody else before I look out for myself. I'm the same selfish motherfucker that puts his life on the line for your kids before his own. I'm the same selfish motherfucker that hasn't had an opportunity to truly grieve my mother's loss because I've been handling shit and taking care of everybody else. So yeah, I'll be that selfish motherfucker. And I'll continue to be that selfish motherfucker. And for all those that don't like it, for the record, get a fucking way. Because I'm coming.
Diabolical. We out.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?